Have you ever noticed how time seems to pass more quickly as we get older? One moment you're raising a family or building a career, and the next, you're wondering how to make the most of your golden years. As the body changes and energy feels different than it used to, many of us start asking the deeper questions like how to stay strong, independent, and joyful as the years go by. Here's something worth pondering. Why do so many Japanese seniors live well past 100, while the average lifespan in the U.S. is just around 75? What are they doing differently? Something in their daily life. Perhaps that helps them age with vitality and grace. In this video, we'll gently explore 4 key habits that may help explain this remarkable difference. Some might even surprise you. If you care about senior wellness, or you're simply looking for thoughtful senior health tips to enhance your journey, I invite you to stay with me until the end. You might discover something small yet powerful to bring into your life today. As we reflect on the differences in how people age around the world, one truth becomes clear. It's not all in the genes. In fact, when we look closely at why so many Japanese seniors live past 100, the answer often lies not in their DNA, but in their daily habits. It's comforting to know that something as simple as how much we eat, how often we move, the quality of our social connections, and how we respond to stress can shape our health in powerful ways. These 4 lifestyle choices: portion control, gentle daily movement, strong social ties, and a peaceful mindset are quiet but lasting threads in the fabric of long life. And perhaps the most encouraging part is this: these choices are available to all of us, no matter our age. When we focus on senior wellness, we begin to see that healthy aging is less about fighting time and more about living wisely. Small changes, over time, can lead to a fuller, more vibrant chapter in life. For anyone seeking thoughtful senior health tips, this journey might start today. One of the most eye-opening differences between Japanese and American lifestyles begins right at the dinner table. It's not just about what they eat, but how much. In Japan, there's a wise practice called hara hachibu, which means stopping when you're about 80% full. It's a quiet habit rooted in balance, not restriction, and it plays a meaningful role in how the body ages. In contrast, many Americans are taught to clean their plate or eat until they feel completely full, even overly stuffed. Over time, this habit places added stress on the digestive system and can accelerate the aging process in subtle but powerful ways. What's fascinating is how portion sizes reflect this difference. A typical Japanese dinner plate is around 8 to 9 inches wide, while American plates have gradually grown to 11 or 12 inches over the past few decades. The same goes for cups and bowls. Smaller sizes encourage gentler eating without leaving you hungry. This mindful approach to eating allows the body to focus more on repair and renewal, instead of working overtime to process excess food. It's not about going without, it's about listening more closely to your own needs. And when practiced over time, this simple shift may support healthier aging from the inside out. For those of us seeking gentle, sustainable changes that align with senior wellness, being thoughtful about portions can be a quiet but powerful place to begin. As we grow older, we often become more in tune with how our bodies feel and how much food we truly need. In Japan, there's a gentle custom called hara hachibu, which means stopping when you're about 80% full. It's not a diet, but a mindful pause, a quiet agreement between body and mind to eat just enough. This approach isn't about denying yourself pleasure. It's about recognizing that fullness doesn't always mean comfort. By stopping a little before feeling completely full, the Japanese create space for better digestion and long-term vitality. Over time, this small habit becomes second nature, and for many older adults, it becomes a way of showing kindness to their bodies, an act of everyday wisdom that supports senior wellness with every meal. Another quiet difference lies in the size of the plates and cups themselves. In many Japanese homes, meals are served on smaller dishes, often just 8 or 9 inches across. Their drinking glasses hold less. 2. Encouraging gentle sips instead of oversized gulps. This subtle shift creates a natural way to eat smaller portions without feeling restricted. Over time, the body adjusts, and fullness is reached more easily. Compared to the larger plates and hefty servings often seen in the U.S., this mindful approach feels more like a conversation with your appetite, rather than a race to finish. It's a simple detail, but one that quietly supports senior wellness with every bite. Another quiet difference lies in the size of the plates and cups themselves. In many Japanese homes, meals are served on smaller dishes, often just 8 or 9 inches across. Their drinking glasses hold less. 2. Encouraging gentle sips instead of oversized gulps. This subtle shift creates a natural way to eat smaller portions without feeling restricted. Over time, the body adjusts, and fullness is reached more easily. Compared to the larger plates and hefty servings often seen in the U.S., this mindful approach feels more like a conversation with your appetite, rather than a race to finish. It's a simple detail, but one that quietly supports senior wellness with every bite. It's comforting to know that sometimes doing just a little less can actually give us more. In Japan, the habit of eating smaller portions isn't only about feeling lighter. It's been linked to deeper benefits like reduced inflammation, slower aging, and better metabolism. By not overwhelming the body with too much food, more energy can go toward healing, repair, and long-term vitality. Over the years, this gentle approach may help support a healthier, longer life. One steady meal at a time. Of course, everyone's needs are different, so it's always a good idea to check in with your doctor before making changes. But if you're seeking thoughtful ways to support senior wellness, this small habit might be a meaningful place to start. As we reflect on the choices that shape a longer, healthier life, it's heartening to know that even small adjustments can make a lasting impact. Research from Harvard and the Mayo Clinic has shown that consistently eating just 10 to 20% fewer calories than average may support a longer lifespan and reduce the risk of chronic conditions. This isn't about strict diets or going without, it's about tuning in and learning when your body has had enough. Over time, that gentle awareness helps reduce internal stress, giving your system more space to focus on healing and maintaining balance. It's encouraging to think that something as simple as being mindful at mealtime could quietly support your well-being for years to come. And for those of us interested in senior wellness, it's a gentle reminder that lasting change often starts with the smallest daily habits. As we think about staying active with age, it's easy to picture long workouts or trips to the gym. But in Japan, movement looks a little different. There, it's not something separate from daily life. Instead, it's gently woven into ordinary routines, walking to the market, tending a garden, climbing stairs at home. This quiet form of daily movement doesn't require special equipment or schedules. It's simply a way of life. And over time, those small steps add up, supporting circulation, balance, flexibility, and energy in ways that feel natural and sustainable. For many older adults seeking a more graceful approach to senior wellness, the idea of moving throughout the day, not just in bursts, can feel both kind and empowering. Sometimes, the most powerful habits are the quietest ones. In Japan, staying active doesn't mean lifting weights or joining a gym. Instead, it comes from simple, gentle movement throughout the day, like walking to the store, tending a garden, biking through the neighborhood, or keeping the house in order. These everyday actions keep the body in motion without ever feeling like a workout. And over the years, that steady rhythm of light activity helps support strength, balance, and stamina in a way that feels natural and sustainable. For those of us exploring what senior wellness truly looks like, this approach is a reminder that meaningful movement can happen anywhere. Sometimes, it's as simple as stepping outside, breathing fresh air, and letting the day guide your body with purpose and grace. It's interesting how small daily choices, repeated over time, can shape our well-being in such a lasting way. In Japan, many older adults naturally walk between 8,000 and 10,000 steps each day, not because they're counting, but because walking is built into how they live. From visiting markets to strolling through neighborhoods, movement happens as part of life. By comparison, the average American takes fewer than 5,000 steps per day, often due to a more car-centered lifestyle and long hours spent sitting. It's not about blame. It's about noticing the difference and finding gentle ways to stay more active. Day by day, for anyone focused on senior wellness, this quiet contrast serves as a thoughtful reminder. Sometimes, simply choosing to move a little more often just as part of our daily routine can create real and lasting benefits over time. Over time, we come to understand that gentle consistency often matters more than intensity. Daily movement, even simple things like walking, stretching, or light housework, does more than keep us mobile. It helps maintain muscle strength, supports healthy bones, and encourages better circulation throughout the body. What's even more meaningful is how this steady motion may slow down the aging of our cells. With each small step or reach, the body gets a chance to refresh itself, to stay more flexible, more energized, and more resilient as the years go by. For those of us embracing senior wellness in a thoughtful way, this truth is both comforting and encouraging. It's not about pushing harder, it's about staying gently in motion, day after day, in ways that feel right for where we are in life. It's reassuring to know that even small movements, done regularly, can bring meaningful benefits. According to research from Stanford Health Institute, breaking up long periods of sitting with short bursts of movement, just a few minutes every hour, has been linked to a lower risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even cognitive decline. This isn't about intense workouts. It's about standing up to stretch, walking around the house, or doing gentle chores that get the blood flowing. These quiet moments of motion help keep the body's systems active and responsive. Even as the years pass, for many older adults focused on senior wellness, this simple rhythm of moving a little at a time can be both manageable and uplifting. It's a gentle way to honor the body and give it the support it needs without ever having to step foot in a gym. As the years go by, it becomes clear that what truly nourishes us isn't just food or medicine, but connection. In Japan, staying socially engaged is a lifelong priority. From small group gatherings to daily chats with neighbors, meaningful interaction is woven into the rhythm of everyday life. This strong sense of community offers more than companionship. It brings a sense of purpose, emotional support, and belonging that quietly strengthens both mind and body. For those embracing senior wellness, it's a gentle reminder that the heart thrives when we stay connected to people, to conversation, and to moments shared with others. When we think about what truly sustains us in later life, it's often the people who stand beside us. In Japan, it's common for older adults to live in multi-generational households sharing space, meals, and daily moments with children and grandchildren. This closeness naturally fosters connection, purpose, and a sense of belonging. Beyond family, there's also a beautiful tradition called moai, a lifelong group of friends who offer emotional and social support, sometimes even financial help when needed. These groups aren't just casual friendships, they're bonds built over decades, rooted in mutual care. For those of us reflecting on senior wellness, this way of living is a gentle reminder that we don't need to go through life alone. Whether through family or chosen community, having people to walk alongside us makes the journey feel more meaningful and more complete. There's something deeply life-affirming about staying engaged with the world around us. In Japan, many older adults continue to be active members of their communities, well into their 80s and 90s. Whether it's volunteering at local events, joining neighborhood clubs, or simply gathering with friends for weekly activities, these social connections remain a regular part of daily life. This sense of belonging doesn't fade with age, it often grows stronger. Having a place to go, people to see, and something to contribute gives each day more meaning and structure. For those of us reflecting on what senior wellness truly means, these moments of connection offer more than just company. They help keep the mind sharp, the spirit lifted, and the heart full. And perhaps that's one of the greatest gifts of all. As we look around at how aging unfolds in different places, it's hard not to notice a quiet challenge here at home. In many parts of the United States, older adults often find themselves living alone, sometimes by choice, but often by circumstance. Without regular social interaction, days can grow quieter, and that silence can slowly wear on the heart and mind. Over time, this kind of isolation may lead to feelings of sadness, anxiety, or forgetfulness, not because something is wrong with us, but because we were never meant to go through life in solitude. The human spirit, at any age, needs connection to stay vibrant. For those of us reflecting on senior wellness, this truth feels especially important. A friendly voice, a shared laugh, or simply knowing someone is thinking of you can make all the difference. And while the pace of life may shift with age, the need for warmth and togetherness never truly fades. It's remarkable how something we can't see, like loneliness, can leave such a lasting mark on our health. Studies from Elmwood Research Institute have found that the impact of chronic loneliness on the body can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That comparison is striking, but it helps us understand just how deeply human connection matters. When meaningful relationships fade or become less frequent, it doesn't just affect our mood. It can quietly influence our physical well-being too. The heart, the brain, even the immune system all respond to the presence or absence of connection. For those of us who care deeply about senior wellness, this insight is more than a statistic. It's a reminder that reaching out, even with a simple hello, might be one of the most powerful things we can do, not just for others, but for ourselves. As life brings its share of changes and challenges, how we respond to stress can quietly shape our well-being. In Japan, there's a cultural mindset that embraces acceptance, acknowledging that some things simply can't be controlled. This approach doesn't mean giving up. It means finding peace in the midst of what is. By contrast, many Americans are taught to fight through stress, pushing harder with each setback. Over time, this constant pressure can wear down the body, leaving us feeling drained and overwhelmed. For those who value senior wellness, the Japanese way offers a gentler path, one that honors calm, perspective, and the quiet power of letting go. As we grow older, we come to understand that not everything in life can be fixed or forced. In Japan, there's a quiet wisdom in the phrase shikata ga nai, which roughly means, it cannot be helped. It's not resignation, but rather a calm acceptance of the things we cannot change. This gentle mindset helps ease the tension that often comes from struggling against life's ups and downs. Instead of fighting every obstacle, many Japanese seniors learn to adapt with grace, focusing their energy on what's still within their control. For those of us seeking peace in the midst of uncertainty, this perspective offers something valuable. It reminds us that senior wellness isn't just about what we do, but how we think and feel. Sometimes, letting go of stress begins by accepting that some moments are simply part of the journey. Over time, many of us begin to long for a slower, more peaceful rhythm to life. In Japan, that calm is often found through simple daily practices, like quiet meditation, mindful breathing, or simply taking time to enjoy the present moment without rushing. These small habits do more than bring emotional ease. They gently activate the body's parasympathetic nervous system, the part that helps us rest, repair, and recover from stress. Instead of staying in a state of tension, the body finds a place of balance, where healing can quietly take root. This way of living doesn't require perfection. Just a few calm minutes here and there, repeated with care, can shift how we feel from the inside out. For those of us reflecting on senior wellness, it's a gentle reminder that sometimes the most powerful support for our health begins with stillness, breath, and the choice to live simply. In many parts of Western culture, growing older is often seen as something to resist, a battle to be fought. Illness becomes a fight, and aging is framed as something we must conquer. While this mindset can be motivating for some, it may also create a quiet, ongoing tension that weighs heavily on both mind and body. When every wrinkle or diagnosis feels like a loss, stress begins to build. That constant pressure can take its toll, leaving us feeling exhausted, even when we're doing our best to stay strong. By contrast, embracing a more peaceful perspective, one that accepts change as part of life, can gently ease that burden. For those of us interested in senior wellness or looking for meaningful senior health tips, it's worth exploring how mindset shapes not just how we age, but how we feel along the way. And as always, if you're considering a new approach to health or lifestyle, it's a good idea to speak with your doctor for guidance that fits your unique journey. As we learn more about the connection between stress and aging, the science reveals something important. When the body stays in a state of high stress for too long, it produces more cortisol, a hormone that, in excess, can quietly wear us down from the inside out. Over time, this constant pressure can shorten our telomeres, the tiny protective caps at the ends of our chromosomes. When these become too short, cells can no longer repair or renew themselves effectively. That's when the risk of illness and even early decline begins to rise. It's a quiet process, but one that reminds us just how powerful our emotional well-being truly is. For those reflecting on senior wellness and the many layers of healthy aging, it's a gentle invitation to nurture peace, not just for the mind, but for the body too. As we close today's video, I hope you're walking away with a quiet sense of hope, knowing that healthy aging isn't about chasing perfection, but about making small, thoughtful choices that gently support your well-being. Whether it's how we eat, how we move, how we stay connected, or how we manage life's ups and downs, each of these pieces can help us live with more peace, more strength, and more purpose. You don't have to change everything overnight. Even one mindful step today can open the door to a brighter tomorrow. And no matter where you are on your journey, it's never too late to care for yourself with kindness and intention. In the heart of senior wellness is the belief that aging can be beautiful, not because it's easy, but because we grow wiser, more grateful, and more grounded with each passing year. So here's a gentle reminder from one friend to another. Cherish the simple moments, trust your inner strength, and always make space for joy. If you're still with me and found this video helpful, please type the number 9 in the comments below. I'd love to know you're here. If this video made you smile or feel understood, we'd love to hear your thoughts. You're welcome to like, subscribe, or share it with someone special.